ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sam Walsh.
Good evening, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, and a particular good evening to the most important people here tonight who are about to graduate, and to all their family and friends who have helped you get this far. I'd also like to recognise the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation, the traditional owners of the land in which we sit here tonight. Now, on the certificates that you're about to receive, you'll see the university motto, Seek Wisdom. You've probably seen it countless times over the past few years, so many times that it may have lost its impact, but it's worth focusing again on the importance of that simple idea. Now, wisdom is all about judgment, the ability to choose well when navigating your own path through life. Some of you may have a clear idea what you want to achieve, and others may just be making it up as you go along. When I graduated, I was probably in the latter group, with a general interest in business, but no real idea of what lay ahead of me. Either way, I guarantee there'll be surprises. And how you respond to those surprises is one of the most important factors in determining what sort of life you will lead. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control your response. And wisdom is what helps you steer your response in the right direction. So what wisdom can I convey to you in the next few minutes? As has been said, I'm a businessman with a love for the arts, facing a room of scientists. I could happily talk to you all night about business, but I can already see some eyes glazing over. So instead, I'll offer you a few general observations that I hope will serve you well, whatever path you take. One of the beauties of science is the sense of wonder and curiosity that it feeds, the desire to find out how things work and to approach questions with an open mind. What are the facts? What does the data show us? If our theories don't match our observations, then we revise our theories. Well, at least in theory. I'm not sure if we have a psychology graduate here. I suspect some of you probably have that as a major. But if you don't, well, find one, and it might be worth buying them a drink in return for a quick lesson about a thing called confirmation bias. This is one of the most powerful and pervasive forces you'll come across in life, and it applies to every one of us. It's the tendency we have to favour information that confirms our existing beliefs. In short, we only see what we want to see. And if we're confronted with anything else, we either bend it to fit our existing model or we label it as an exception. We reshape the facts to fit the theory rather than revising our ideas to reflect reality. And this lies at the heart of so many great mistakes. It's why some of the most famous scientists were persecuted in their time for stating things that we now consider totally obvious. It's why investors pile into asset bubbles despite all the warning signs, convincing themselves, well, this time it's different. It's why smart people like you need to approach your lives and careers with an open mind. Now, fortunately, a scientific education is great training for this. It teaches a respect for facts and a willingness to discard theories that are unsupported by observation. It all sounds simple, but it's remarkable how easy it is to start justifying exceptions. The trick is to recognise this while it's happening, and that takes practice. So start now. Like most wisdom, none of this is new, and most of it has been stated by others far more eloquent than me. But fortunately, it can be applied by all of us, and to great effect. Early in his career, Steve Jobs gave a short interview in which he talked about a discovery that changed his life. It was a realisation that everything around you in life, all of it, was made by people no smarter than you or me. And you can be one of those people. You don't have to be a passive subject, a consumer of what others have made. You can influence the shape and direction of society for the better. You can make new things of your own. And once you grasp that fact, the world opens up to you and you'll never be the same again. An important upshot of this is that you shouldn't be afraid of failure. This is a curse of smart and creative people throughout history. They seek perfection, and they're afraid to share anything that falls short of that ideal for fear of looking foolish. Whenever you recognise that fear in yourself, and we all do it from time to time, remind yourself that it's just an illusion. It whispers harm where there is none. It's the enemy of innovation, the enemy of creative and original thought. Conquering that baseless fear of looking foolish is one of the most valuable things that you can do. Now, I've sat through a lot of meetings in my career, and one thing I've learnt, that the most valuable person in a meeting can often be the one who asks a simple question. The question that everybody else wants to ask, but doesn't for fear of looking foolish. Think how many bad decisions have been made because no one speaks up, because they all assumed that everyone else knew what they were doing. I call it the magic moment, the fleeting opportunity that you have in every conversation or every meeting to make your point. And it's so often lost through hesitation or doubt. So don't let that opportunity pass. Speak up, say your mind. Don't sit back waiting for the world to recognise your inner genius, as though some act of telepathy, if you do wait, well, you're in for a long wait. Life just doesn't work that way. It requires effort and risk on your behalf. And you'll gain far more respect from both others and yourself for having courage to take that risk and put yourself out there. The world is full of unsuccessful people with talent. Don't be one of them. Don't be afraid of failure. And then just get on with it. If you keep making excuses, waiting for the ideal conditions, your career will be over and you'll still be waiting. If there's something you want to achieve, just sit down and start work today, whether you feel like it or not, and then do it tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that. Before long, it'll become like a habit, and you'll have a body of work and experience that's steadily growing, while others sit idly by, still waiting for their muse while lamenting of their unrecognised genius. You're all smart people, and you've shown that you have the capacity for hard work. You have all the tools required to change the world, and I very much look forward to seeing what you all make with them. Thank you.